Hi guys, I'm here. I want to show you guys this project that I would like you guys to give it a try as a challenge. See, this here is a egg I don't know, mold that I got from the dollar store, and I'm hoping you guys the music's not too loud. Downstairs my daughter's playing music crazy loud. Anyway, so they comes with these two molds. So I wanted to show you this egg, and here it is. I put it on a copper, and this is the outside. You can see the texture here on this egg here, and this is the inside of the egg. As you can see, I want to do the like a configuration, how you say that, egg. So let me tell you what I have in it. This egg is all toilet paper. These are some kind of porcelain or polymor clay roses I got from a dollar store. I have 3 bees here, a wooden ladybug here. Alright, anyway, I closed the door. It's not helping. So this here is these rock type things that are light. I got from the dollar store. I put a paper butterfly in here that I colored. I have my own embellishments in here. These nice little things here. Can you see that? I don't know. It's very shiny. It looks like a shell. I have one on the inside behind the flower here. I have one on this inside here, back there. I'll show you what that is. That is these embellishments I've made. And they look like a shell. And I've made a whole pile of them. You can make jewelry out of them. Actually, what they are old CDs, and I just dropped one. But yeah, so I made them to look like shells, whatnot, like something like that. I don't know. That's what they resemble to me. So these are old CDs. So you guys are interested. If you're interested in that, we'll work on a project for that. You can make jewelry out of them. I use them for embellishments. And I have, of course, my homemade scrap hard thing, Easter grass, no, moss, Easter moss. I have some of these little green, they smell strong, eucalyptus, I'm not sure what they are. I will show you a bag. I got them given to me, so I never, there are these ones here. They're all different colors. There's the red, and then there's more brown, and then there's more green. So, okay, they're very strong, so I put them in a Ziploc bag. I couldn't figure out why my eyes were burning. They got good smell. And then that's about it. A few more little fake pieces of flowers and whatnot. And that is about it. More moss in the bottom. And then the bling around, and then I painted gold on it. I put my own copper wire in the bottom for spring to make it like a stand. In the back I did a very light blue, almost a whitish blue, like a bluey white, and then I did, you can see the kind of diamond shapes a little bit in there. I used my stencil, this stencil, kind of holding it along the egg, starting off with the lightest color, yellow, of my homemade alcohol sprays, to my oranges, reds, and blue, and then I spritz over, I did a little gold over, and then I spritz a little black on it. So, and that's about it. So we're going to work on this project. First thing we're going to do is we're going to have our mold, and we're going to have some toilet paper. We're going to spray in our mold some water. this water happens to have glycerin in it. It doesn't help or not help. I just couldn't find my other spray bottles. So, and then you just kind of put the squares. I break them into squares. This is single ply. And then I take my brush, which is somewhere here. I have a cup of water, and then I put my paintbrush in a cup of water here too, and I could use that. I could add more spray, and I'm running low on the water there, so I gotta fill it up. So that's why it's not spraying very good. So I just do layer to layer till you feel comfortable that it will hold. And that's how I get this done. So notice I'm dipping my, you don't see the water, but I'm dipping my brush in the water and pushing it down into, curling this down, trying to get the, you want up on the ledge there. Curling that down. Adding more layers. And you just continue with this process until the egg is the thickness you want. You'll know that you just kind of guessed that it's going to be thick enough to hold. And when it gets thicker and you're feeling it's heavy, you can actually just put some toilet paper in there and then start pushing down on it like this to sop up some of the water when it's getting, you know, and then you don't feel like it won't be like over amount, and then you can continue spraying each layer or whatever after that. You don't want dripping wet, but it's got to hold together. Then notice how I'm just going to fold it really carefully over the edges here, and if it's not quite wet, just like that. After you're done your layers, you'll have something like this, and it's pretty white, I know. And before I took it out, what I did was I did one coat of Mod Podge on the inside, and then I dried it, and then I took it out. And I actually, it was really damp, and I really wanted to work on it, and I not let it sit overnight, but you can let it sit overnight. What I did is I put it in the toaster oven in 200, and I was keeping my eye on it, keeping in the middle, the rack in the middle, so it wouldn't be going too close to anything. So, and then so it would dry up, so I could, it's still a little moist right now, but so I can work on it, and because I was impatient crafter. So then I did that, and then I let it dry in the toaster oven for till it was dry. Then I did a coat on this after, and that's what I came up with. So for the inside, you can put book paper. For this particular other one I did, I actually had a piece of paper from the, it's for drawer paper, and it's actually scented. I sprayed glycerin and water on it because it softens it up and makes so it's not tearing on you. And like I said before, I gotta refill it. And then I do this a lot, right guys? Crumple it up and then I dry it. But you could do book paper the same way, it would look nice. And then I just kind of cut the edges of my paper up after it was dried, so then I didn't have to have too much buckling. It can have a little bit of buckling, but you didn't want to have too much buckling of the paper, you know. So I kind of got to the shape, and I cut it so then it can kind of, you know, go in there nice. It does fold over, whatever, but that's okay. So you can do book paper, music paper. For this one here, I also put paper napkin on it because I thought this was a little on the dingy side. So I added paper napkin to it. So let's see what I could find here. I have some book paper. Music note paper. So I'm going to grab it. Ooh, I like this side. And I'm going to use that for this particular one, just to show you. I don't want to do the same paper. I'll save that for something else. I'm sure I can crumple this thing up. I'm going to wet it just because, you know what, the glycerin's going to make the paper a little stronger. And I gotta usually fill up my bottle. My bird. I also have a tea bag in there. I stamped a tea bag. I will show you one to see what it looks like. I stamped a tea bag. Where did I put them? Where did I put it? Nope. And it looks so cute. Here's my paper. Now it's pretty crumped up, and no tears. I find it's just easier. You don't even have to worry about it, as long as you know. So now I'm just going to dry that. So I dried it up, and of course it did tear a little bit just because it had to show me off. So here's my tea bags. After I use my tea bags, I just let them sit. You know, I put them in my toaster oven, not cooked. I just let them sit without my toaster oven dry, because you don't use it that often. It's a good place to sit so no one throws them out. And I stamped them. I stamped here a little crown, and I put that in here. You can't really see it too much, but I put it in there, and I feel good about it. So, whatever, right? And I just want to show you guys that. It's kind of neat, because you can put it on top of something and use it. So I kind of like that. I actually might even just do that right now, just because I'm talking about it. So I thought that was a neat little recycled thing, and it'll kind of patch up my little tear in here anyway. I thought it was a neat little way of, I don't know, getting that tea colored and not using ink to do it, and having my girls on there, make it look more feminine. And I just love that layered look. So I'm just going to show you guys how it looks. It looks pretty good to me. So I got this egg, I'm not sure if I told you guys, at the dollar store, Dollarama in Calgary. And I think you can make, it might be a jello mold, but I actually think it's like a chocolate mold, because you would have to have a flat, be able to put in the fridge, right, for a jello mold. So I think it's a chocolate mold or a candy mold type of thing. Look at it, isn't that pretty? And you can even just see, you can just patch things on like this here. I'm just going to do this here. So, oops, dropping. Sorry guys, dropping. So I think it's a chocolate mold, but you can even go to like a bulk barn or something like that and pick up any kind of egg shape mold as well. I know that my egg is going to be kind of I'm just cutting it because so see these pieces here, I really want them in, so I'm just going to tear them up and add them. And I don't care how it looks, like it's gonna whatever. I'll just add a few in, and I like the way it looks, so I'm actually going to put it up here a little bit more, because I'm not sure what's all going to get in there. So I think that's about enough. So now I'm going to switch brushes. Get my glue on the inside of this here. It's almost like a little cast. It's not quite as hard as like some kind of casting stuff that you use, but and usually I dry it up, but I'm going to have to dry it up a little bit. I wanted to dry it up just a few seconds on the sides because I don't really want to have too much glue on my scissors, so I'm just going to, because I want to show you that this is how I cut it, because it kind of, and this goes in just like that. See how it folds over? And I'm just going to move it to the where I want. I got the glue inside. I'm going to cut some excess pieces that are just going to fold over, off, push it against the glue that I have in my egg, and then Mod Podge over that. And that's exactly how I did the other one. I did add in some paper napkin after the fact. I had it in the egg and stuff because I'm like, it was looking a little too dark because the bluish background and the bluey gray, so I wanted to lighten it up. So I had to kind of look at it and see where I wanted everything. And I'm just going to get some more. So this is how I got the inside done. So this is basically what I got just from doing that. Looks nice. Got my little tea bag ladies in there. And then you can add more layers of paper napkin and that kind of thing. Flowers, butterflies. Yeah, you know, anything you like. And I have no idea. I'm just kind of going along with it here, you guys, to show you. Here's the back. And what I did next for this was actually I started working on the ground. I'm wondering if I'm going to go, I might go a little bit more shabby chic with this one. So I'm grabbing my baskets of stuff I have. So anyway, I'm gonna maybe make it more, I don't know. I can't think of the name of it. Shabby chic, that's it. Maybe a little bit more shabby chic, this one. So I'm going to probably throw some of my hot glue in this. And here's my, and throw some lace down first. So I'm going to be making some noise back here. So I'm going to throw some lace down here. And this is, I'm going to be sad. This lace is almost gone. It is my favorite lace. And I am going to, be careful guys, this is really hot. I've been doing this and getting kind of used to it. I'm going to grab one of these rocks. I think I'm going to do another rock. And I might, well, to do the pedestal on the bottom, this is helpful because you're going to need something for your metal wire to go through. I have a copper wire, but something, yeah, it's going to have to go through something. And here's the bottom so far. And each one of these are going to be different. So it's not going to be the same. I got these rolled up paper, magazine papers, and you can make like decorations with those too and stuff like that. But anyway, I'll show you some other ones I have in here. This one would be cute for something, but anyways, maybe not this particular one because it's so big. I don't know if it shows. It might be a little harder for you guys to see. But that is what I have so far. I was using a can to set them in when I was working on them, so I don't know what I'm going to do for now. But this is what I got so far. I'm going to put some Easter or some moss. I keep getting the name wrong. And what this is called. You can use keys in here, guys. This one's a little big, but going through this stuff really good. So I'm going to put some hot glue on the edge. Oh, I'm going to grab a glue stick. Hot glue on the edge and put in some moss. So yeah, I recommend having some kind of, if you're going to do with the little wire like I have, whoops, you're going to need something to stick it through to be a base. I took my Dremel, and I have a little Dremel, and I just drilled a hole up into there to get the hole for the wire to go through. And then I put hot glue on my copper wire and stuck it in. And that's how I put that on there. So you guys can do whatever you want. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of going along. I'm not sure how much of this you guys want to see, but rustic. Is it going to be a rustic, whatchamacallit? I don't know. It's a look that I don't have a name for. It's not really girly, not really too, shabby chic, but it's a little bit. You could put lace all the way around. If I were to find the right color lace, it would look really nice and the right size all the way around your egg. That would be really pretty. You could put a little porcelain figurine, and you could put paper little girls, little fairies, little angels. That'd be so cute. Okay, I'm trying to think really fast here because I'm trying to make it so it's not a terribly long video for you guys. And I'm really throwing it together without thinking just to show you guys. It's just like making any other, like making the clock, the tuna can clock, faux clock thing. You know, you could put things in there. You could put bird cages. You could put little birds. Oh, I did want to put a bird in. I'm going to make one with a bird. I don't have a bird. I have to purchase a bird or make one. But isn't that cute? It might be a little too much for the... Nope, that's fine coming out like that. And this little butterfly here is on a wire, so it looks like he's floating in there. And I just did the wire, like went over it with the black painters and to disguise the wire a bit. So I think I'm going to throw some roses in here. And where did I put them? They're right here. Here's my ladybugs and some of my roses. And I don't know if I was was just trying that burlap flower, but I love making them. The burlap flowers, they are very fun. Isn't that cute? Maybe a colored one would look nice. I don't know. I don't think so. I think I'm going to go with the white and the very light pink for these, because I don't like the very colorful ones, because I'm going a little bit different. This is nice. So when you do cut these off, any silk roses, that leave a little end, so, and check it out, see if it'll fit in there, just so then you can have something to anchor it back in there and have your little flower like that. And this one popped off, so I wasn't careful enough. So that one could fall off easily. And be a little bit more difficult to get it on there. I like to go a little bit over with gold sometimes too, and like with these flowers here, I did hit them with a little bit of, touch them with a little bit of gold. And I might still even go with a little bit of ink, black ink over, just to, don't know, darken it up, give it a bit of a shading, I don't know. Yeah, I want to put it in the front. I'm going to cut this one shorter. Still have a little bit of a spiky end in there to get the glue in and go right in there. So with the two tones, and this flower is a little bit more open, the pink one, than the white one, so it's nice. I'm going to grab some beads. It got squirreled there, but I wanted to show you how it would look with a paper flower if you made a homemade paper flower. So I'm putting some beads in. I also have a gold bead here that I found in a bead case that was given to me. So it was like, good find, good find. And just putting it up there and putting some random beads from a necklace that I got at a secondhand store to pull apart. It was just like, if it was 90 cents, you know what I mean? It was, I don't think it was that much. I think I got like bags of them for 40 some odd cents or something like that. So there's a little cluster of beads. And that looks really nice. Just like that. I have little small black beads because this necklace here had like silver. They're kind of like pewter looking or something, but they had small and large beads. Isn't that pretty? Okay, now I think I'm going to show you guys how I drilled the hole in the bottom. If you can't find a drill and you want to do the copper wire thing, you just make a spring, almost like a spring bed, and then you would make like a nest. I used this to wrap the spring around at first, so you would just, instead of pulling it up where I wrapped this around and then I kinked the neck up to go through, you would just, you know, make it a little bit, a few more rolls, and then you'd have it where the egg kind of sit on it like a little egg holder, and then you would just hot glue the egg to it. And of course, after that, you tie a ribbon and you can kind of disguise the hot glue. So you can do it a different way. Here's my little Dremel, and I just hold my stone down, my faux stone, mossy stone, and plug in my Dremel. because that would make life a little easier. Make sure it's off. Turn it on. It's pretty loud. Just like that. I actually picked up some of the damp toilet paper a little bit more than the other time, but just like that. And then your wire can go through. I'm going to grab a paintbrush here and give you an example of the wire going up in there so you can hold it up. Anyway, and gave it a really good little hole. So, I guess just continue decorating until you're happy with it, guys. So I'm going to add a few of these pieces like this here that I made for embellishments to this. So I'm just going to, these are nice pieces just for really any kind of project. It looks really cute, I think. I'm going to push it, hold it in there, and show you guys what it looks like. I think it gives it like a little extra something. I like to do little pieces as well for, you know, the front of something. Let's see where it should go. It makes a good thing, like a filler, and it's pretty. So if there's any spaces and that kind of thing, a lot of times you can use something like that. And it really does look like the shell of a clam or oyster type of thing, a piece of shell. So I like that. So just play with what you got. Play with what you got. I might even just look for a piece of lace that will go with this. Let's see what I can find here. Knocking everything down. Here's something. It's nice and creamy, and I'm going with that decision right there. And I'm just going to throw it in right here, a little piece. Behind the roses. Get my piece in there, use my tool to stuff it back there. And carefully pull out because pull out my... See, isn't that nice? Just a little bit of lace. So I want to show you guys, I added a few little more things. The video is getting long, so but I had added the few more little details. Here's my copper wire. I wanted to show you guys quickly how I wrapped it around something. This is a aluminum base to this spray bottle. So it's got to be something that's sturdy and that kind of thing. What I did with my end was I curled my end, and I actually curled it in before I started doing the wrapping before, the first time, so nothing was in the way. Like this. And you can hammer it out or do whatever you want like that way, but you know what, guys, I like it rounded. And then you can just kind of fiddle with it. Put the base, the wider, thick, the bulk of the spring that you're making to the back of the egg, just because it'll balance out better. Add some hot glue to the end of it. You could do like another glue, like that PF 6000, whatever it's called. I didn't, just because I did not want to wait for it to dry. So now I'm going to leave that for a bit, and then I'll have to shape it a little bit to how I want to make it. But I gotta let this glue cool how I want to make it stand. So you just gotta kind of bend it just a little bit here and there, just like that, and it's that easy. See how I'm going to turn it so you guys can see that the weight, or the I just moved it. But you can see how the spring is, most of it is towards the back. And now I'm just gonna try to tilt it a bit. I think this is the problem here, is I don't have it this way enough. And you just have to keep tweaking it up a bit until you get the stand. I just had it, but like I said, I just moved it when I... There we go, it's getting better. Displacing the weight. Just like that, there. So you will have to play with it a little bit, but you'll get it, and it doesn't have to be a perfect up way spring. It's just making a nice little stand. I'm going to turn it, and you can see how this, I don't know, explain how it goes this way. And now you don't want to keep moving the part where it's glued, like the base, like it, I don't know, I'm letting it glue. This part here, you don't want to keep swiveling that, because you'll have to hot glue it again, and you won't have it strong enough to hold your egg. And I know I did all of the filling in before I painted the outside of the egg. I did that the last time too. I don't know, it's just the way it worked out for me. Here is what I have. I don't have a figurine in there or anything. I was thinking of a bird, or like this little kitty, but I haven't put one in, and I'm not sure when I will. So that's what he looks like right now. I think I want to find a little bird. It would be really nice to find a little porcelain bird, or a little, what else did I want? A little dragonfly or something like that. I might add a little something red right there, because I like that little hint of red. So I'm going to add that, and I'm just going to put hot glue on that ladybird, and stick that right there. I just always like to have a little hint of, I love ladybirds, they're so pretty. And now to show you what I do to get the next part ready is, this is my way, it's crazy. You guys paint the way you want. I have a book here, I have my coffee filter, and I just go crazy like this. So I'm putting my, this is crazy, I'm already got it done, and why am I doing it this way? I don't know. I have my, it's already got the layer of Mod Podge on there, and I know this is like a totally crazy way to do it. You should be painting it first, but you do whatever you want. This is how I work, whatever. So this is what I did. In between each sprays like this, I had a piece of paper here to throw my stencil on. I would dry it with my heat tool. That takes, to dry with the heat tool, a few seconds. Here we go again. This is kind of an Eastery, like real Eastery theme, the way it looks with this stencil. But you guys could do whatever you want. Notice I didn't wipe my stencil off, and I got some green on there. And I'm not sure how much you guys can see of this too, because it is quite just the wrong color. Here, you'll see that. Isn't that nice? Why am I doing it totally backwards like this? Because I'm crazy. That's the only reason. So I'm just blotting it between because, like I said, here I'm going to dry this one on. It takes a few seconds. This is the alcohol spray that I use. So. Now I'll use a blue, a nice light blue. So I like that one. And this is making it really like fun color kid stuff, right? So you can do whatever. So now this is what I have for my guy. I'm gonna put some hairspray on him. Her, it is a project. And dry that. This is the color now. Isn't that nice? I know the light, it might be shining right on it, but you might not be able to see. It is very cute. It is very Eastery. And then I added some gold to it, guys. This is the gold I got. It's very nice. And I just added some of that to it. And I did have some adhesive or some hairspray on it just so that it doesn't all kind of wash off. And with a wet brush, I'm throwing this on there so it kind of really spreads good. And see, now I'm going really fast for you guys because I didn't want this video to be too long, and I'm hoping it'll upload. So this is my nice back. Spray a little black on there, just a little bit. Speckles. So guys, this is pretty much the complete egg, and I know it's a super long video and I hope you like it. And here's the back of the egg, and hope you guys give it a try, and I hope you guys like this challenge. Talk to you guys later. Bye bye.